We recently uploaded a video comparing 1080p to 4K on YouTube. And in that video, there was a blind test with the same shots recorded in both resolutions, but I'm the one that put those together, so I knew the answers. But I still wanted to be able to take a test of my own, so I got my buddy Josh to shoot a bunch of different clips in 1080p and 4K, and then edit a test for me to do. So it's basically the same test that you guys did, just different clips. Also, I'm recording this as well as other future Humble Filmmaking videos while I'm live streaming on my Twitch at twitch.tv/AvesMHL. It'd be really cool if you came and stopped by. Without further ado, let's see if I can tell the difference between 1080p and 4K on YouTube. First shot. It's not looking the cleanest. My intuition tells me B is 4K. I'm looking at this specifically right here and it looks sharper. For number one, I'm gonna say B is the 4K. Okay, we've got a light here. That looks clean. This looks really clean. Oh, I don't know though. B looks better. No, it doesn't. I don't think it does actually. That looks really clean. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's A. Okay, okay. Ooh, this one's trickier, especially because the focus isn't great. I mean, that is sharp. Let's look at like the background. Like, what's the grain situation looking like? Dude, I have no idea on this one, actually. I think I'm also saying B. That was my first instinct. I really do think this is a little bit sharper, and especially like in this closet. That black looks like a cleaner black than this one does. This one looks a little bit more muddy, especially around the edges. This is just looking a little bit sharper, like especially this little corner right here, I feel like. Okay, here's some idiot working on their computer. You can see a lot of like details, like little hairs on my shirt and stuff. Oh God, I don't know though. This immediately looks sharper. Like, look at this hair right here. Versus right here, and then watch it switch. I feel like it has to be B. That looks so much better. Okay. Why is that one so much more exposed? Looking at my hair, the hair is looking kind of muddy and gross, and then here, I mean, it's kind of gross regardless, but it's looking like a lot crispier, and you can see a lot more of the fine details in B. I think I'm gonna go B again. That's 3 B's in a row though. I don't love that for us. Okay, we got a computer fan. This is like a very interesting pattern that it's creating. I feel like this one is maybe gonna be the hardest one. Let's see. Oh God, I have no idea. B feels like smoother for some reason, but like just like with the first test we did, all of the in-camera settings are exactly the same except the resolution. I really don't want to go 4 B's in a row, but I do feel like B is cleaner. I don't know. I'm just getting the vibe that it might be B. Number one, A was 1080p and B was 4K. And keep in mind, my guesses here were all what I thought the 4K was. So I got the first one right. This shot was the 4K shot. Number two, A was the 4K. So I got 1 and 2 right off the bat. And I was talking about the like corner here being really sharp on A. Number 3, A is the 4K file. Let's look at number 3 again. So this is actually the 4K file. And I used like this corner as a lot of my evidence for which one I thought was the 4K one. I don't know, this one is hard. Yeah, I don't know why. The 4K the B looked better to me. Okay, number 4, B was the 4K file. Let's take a look at that real quick. Oh yeah, this one was pretty obvious to me because of this little hair right here. Like little details like this, I feel like really stand out. Number 5, B was the 4K file. So take another, oh, and this one was also pretty obvious to me. Look at the hair. It's looking really kind of gross here, like kind of muddy and stuff, not a lot of contrast in the hair. And then it switches and you can see a lot more of the finer little hairs sticking out and stuff like that. And then we move on to number 6, and A is the 4K file on number 6 actually. I don't know why. B looked better to me. You know what? Looking at them again, this is probably the closest one that they do not look very different. Okay, I honestly thought I was gonna do worse than I did. I thought I was gonna get like almost all of them wrong. It's a 66%, okay, man? So there you have it. Those are my thoughts on a 1080p versus 4K blind test. You know, let me know if you, had similar results on this one, or if you did better or worse than the last one. All things considered, even though I got more right than wrong, when you're just passively watching a YouTube video, not even paying attention to things like that, you're really not going to notice the difference, I think. When I was like really looking, rewatching the clips over and over again, then I started to see little tiny things that gave me more evidence to suggest that one was 4K. But otherwise, it's like very negligible. And so if you have a 1080p camera, shoot in 1080p. If you have a 4K camera, shoot in 4K if you want. Crop in for 1080p, downsample, whatever the hell. YouTube compresses everything to crazy levels anyway, so none of it really matters. Thanks for watching.